There's a tragic reality working in human relationships, in marriage. And it comes out of the fall. Genesis 3 gives us the record, of course, of Adam and Eve's sin, and they fell, were plunged into wretchedness and corruption. And then God pronounces curses on the woman in verse 16 and the man in verses 17 to 19. The man is cursed in his work, and the woman is cursed in her domain, children, and with her husband. With her husband, first of all, verse 16, end of the verse, your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. With her children, I'll multiply your pain in childbirth. In pain, you'll bring forth children. Birth pangs, birth pain, part of the curse. And I think even the extended struggle with children that can break a mother's heart. But let's look at verse 16, this aspect of the curse related to the husband and the wife. Your desire, to the woman, he says, your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Does that sound like a curse on the surface? You look at that and you say, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to desire my husband, desire him in terms of love and affection and leadership and honor, and he's supposed to lead me and direct me and rule over me? No, that's the Holy Spirit brand of this, which is very different from the original curse. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. That's a curse. It's not talking about normal romantic attraction to your husband. It's not talking about some kind of a soulish, psychological attraction that a woman has for her husband. It's not talking about the husband's normal sense of responsibility to protect and provide for and care for his wife. This is a curse. Let's start with the he will rule over you. The Hebrew word is masal. The Septuagint, or the Greek equivalent, would be kathistemi, which means to be installed in an office. To be installed in an office, to elevate to an official position. Here's the curse. Here's the curse. Your husband is now installed as ruler over you, to subdue you. Wow. Once you were together as a team. He was first, and you came out of his side to be his helper. But you were to be fruitful and multiply. You were to tend to the garden. You were to rule over the creation as co-regents together in perfect complement. Now, it's not going to work that way. He's going to be installed into an authoritarian position. It was never intended to be that way. And your desire shall be for your husband. What does that mean? Desire, the word translated desire is only used one other time in the Pentateuch. That's Genesis 4:7. Look at Genesis 4:7. God's speaking to Cain. In the middle of the verse, sin is crouching at the door. So sin has a desire for you, but you must master it. Exactly the same terms, the same language. Sin wants to control you, and you have to master it. That's the same language as the curse in 3:16. She wants to control you, and you have to master her. Wow. It's exactly what's saying. The curse is this. There's going to be a battle in the house. As a woman seeks to be independent, seeks to be dominant, seeks her will, seeks her way, and as a man tries to control the revolt. Both are fallen, it gets ugly. And we know it as the collision between women's liberation and male chauvinism. Conflict in the home. Because the woman, fallen, is cursed with selfishness and strong will, strong desires, and wants her own way, and feels rebellious under this. And as she has rebellious attitudes, the man has ungracious, unkind, dominating attitudes as well. And this is the conflict that leads to divorce. It's just easy to break up. Get it over with. I don't like her anymore. I don't like him anymore. I don't want to live with her. I don't want to live with him. And I saw somebody that's much better for me. So Jesus here is saying to them, if you go back to the Old Testament, you can acknowledge conflict. But that doesn't change the fact that it's one man, one woman, strong bond for life, the work of God, and God hates divorce. Even where there is conflict and challenge, and there will be, because we are fallen, You stay together, you pursue hard after that oneness, and God will bless that union. But he hates divorce.